Game just started and broadcasters are already ornery about replay.
I think the home plate umpire needs to have a little feel if the guy is not pointing at his foot. Probably shouldn't just say, hey, go on down to first base. It does take a weird little bounce, though, right at the end. So I do think it actually nicked his toe.
So as you can see, things are already going super well in the first inning.
Saying, let's go.
RBI number 56.
Towards the baseball.
Toward the corner, and it's foul. We may have a little controversy here.
Oakland
feels foul ball. Oakland's challenging.
Crew Chief Andy Fletcher, everyone.
Let's see what we can see. Ooh.
Two things to note on this. First, the runner is running all the way, so that runner will score runner placement-wise if this call is overturned. Second, this is exactly what you want to do as a third or first base umpire on a foul call, fair foul call. Get set. You don't want to be moving because it makes it a lot harder to see what's going on when you're moving. Get set, straddle the line, perfect positioning for this call.
After review, the call to field stands. It is a foul ball. Oakland will lose their challenge.
So clearly the A's are not happy about that.
Say is hot.
So it's really difficult if you don't have a camera right there on the line.
We've said it for how many years now? The NHL has blue line cam right on the line. They actually built cameras into the boards. Why can't we build cameras into the outfield wall?
And a fastball on the outside corner. Pinder swings and misses. He's not happy.
So Pinder is staring at Moscoso now, so something's going to happen. Here it is.
Watch, Pinder goes walking by Moscoso and said, I don't want to hear about it. And yeah, he got run.
I want you to notice how quickly Crew Chief Fletcher and manager Kotze run out there.
It was a quick toss, so the magic words must have been said.
He said, I asked you a question. I asked you a question.
We all know that arguing the result of a review is ejectable, but this seems like something else as well. If there was a personal insult there, that would be the reason for the quick hook more than anything else.
And you're right, Kipe, he did engage Moscoso, and what we'll never know is what was said.
Unfortunately, some of the umpires, any sort of questioning of their calls does get under their skin very quickly.
And if it gets personal, that's a big reason why a guy's going to throw you out of the game.
That's very true. In our ejection standards video, it's personal insults as a ground for removal.
Let's give you a little example. I could turn and say, that's terrible.
Okay.
But if I turn around and look and I say, you're terrible, I've now made it personal. You specifically. Yeah. There's no question as to who I'm blaming for the situation we find ourselves in right now. This is your fault. Is it?
That's a very good description of how it goes. Just on this one, the warning, the umpire's hand for the warning coming out, that reminds me, that tells me, I guess you are, after all, going with you can't argue a replay review. The player looked like, I just want to know why you called it foul. The umpire's like, you can't do that. I guess the best illustration is, why do you call it foul? Acceptable. Why do you call it foul? Were your eyes closed? Are you not acceptable?
Well, you're now out of the ballgame.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
I mean, and that sort of makes sense.
Yep. When he stopped and talked to him instead of said it on the way by, I can understand that. This is going to be a tense game all day long, Gordon.